discrepancy in the scores. One judge gave a 9-5 to Sky Blakely, and one gave a 9-7-5. And so we are finally settling in on the score. Now it goes to 9-7-5 and 9-5-5. So the way you score is you take the average of the two judges' scores. It becomes a 9-6-5. Regardless, that is absolutely the score that Florida wants to drop, just like Ball's 9-6-2-5.
And the way that Kayla DiCello is able to relax after that long wait and is able to respond with such high-level gymnastics. So far, such a clean routine, and she deserves that stuck landing. What a moment for Kayla.
Former world all-around bronze medalist. Only a junior, but she is still just so much experience.
The height, she completely clears that high bar, catches everything with straight arms, legs are glued, completely allowing her to nail that landing on the floor.
We'll find out what her score is, but Selena Harris-Miranda closes out the meet for Florida on beam. Now, she has not scored below a 9-9 yet this year, one of the best in the country. So if you need someone to seal a meet for you on beam, I'm writing her name down.
Yeah, we just saw her average being pulled up. It was a 9-9-3-7. Extremely difficult to do, especially in this anchor position every single time. Here's that 3-pass series right there. Extremely difficult to do because she's got to slow down that second flip in order to have enough rotation into that third. She's a laser-focused athlete. And again, Alex, you brought this up before. She's the missing piece to this Gator team.
Very well could be. Williams with a 9-8-7-5 means that this meet is over. What's the final score going to be for the Gators, though? Whatever it is, can be a great road score.
This is easy for her. Wrapped up, 1.5, and ended off with a stick.
Because when you're seeding for the postseason, every away meet counts. So this is one that you're going to need.
And this is where they wanted to improve. They're right there. She slows it down in order to control her speed into that third flip. And just finishes it off with a stick.
Being able to execute that landing.
9-8-5 for Ryan Fuller. How about Pavlak at 9-9-2-5 on the bars for the senior from Texas. So back to the bars. Chloe LaCourcier out of California.
A fantastic bar swinger for Alabama.
Had a 9-9-5 last week. Her 6 straight uneven bars of 9-9-2-5 or higher.
I mean, she just floats on this event. Her form, her straight legs. Notice how her toes do not separate. They're pointed throughout. Looking for a stick here.
Oh, yeah.
And she gets it. That's going to be a really good score for them.
She had a 9-9-7-5 against Florida and Missouri this year. Hard to imagine that being less than 9-9 with that stick.
Look at her form. Her legs glued together, her toes pointed throughout. The judges are looking at that execution piece on the uneven bars, and she was giving them no reason to take anything off.
And now we go back to the bars. Azarea Ra Akbar, one of the most talented freshmen in the country. She had a 9-9-7-5 in her collegiate debut this season, and last week had a 9-9-5. Coach saying she just came in so innocent and naive. Hey, let's do some gymnastics. Let's have some fun. She's really making her presence felt.
She's one of the best in the country because of the execution she has. Her handstands on top of the bar. Take a look at the height she gets on these release moves. Right there, just floats down to the low bar.
Coach says she makes it look so easy.
That Van Leeuwen up to the high bar. You see how she held that handstand even on top of the bar. Double back dismount. Beautiful routine.
The freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, sticks the landing. You see that was following LaCoursier's 9.95. So Bama coming back here in rotation 1.
Watch the height she gets transitioning to the high bar. And then that handstand, she held it for a second. That straddle stalter into the double back. That straddle stalter, not easy either. Your toes are not coming onto the bar for that support, so that takes a lot of core strength as well to get your body all the way around.
All right, back to the vault. Noella Marshall had a 9.825, and now Jordan Paradise.
1.5, almost a stick. Being picky, it was a tiny shift of the feet.
Little taste of paradise for the grad student out of Tampa.
Yeah, they're excited about it. Well, again, if we're being picky, it's a beautiful vault. Notice the extension she gets in her body. She's able to lay it out. Again, the 1.5 is not an easy vault.
She's coming off back-to-back 9.875s.
To see that happen. All right, here we go. Oklahoma starting off on vault. Elizabeth Blessy. This is an event for Oklahoma. They are tremendous on this one. #1 in the country. Look for them to get a strong start.
Elizabeth is going to do a front pike with a half and gets the stick. That's a great start for Oklahoma. 10-0 start values from all 6 athletes today. Check out the height. She sees that landing. She really holds on to it, John. You're going to see her move a little bit on her heels, but she fights for that landing. Impressive start.
And I tell you what, the Sooners, they had a solid vault rotation, 1 stuck vault. Used to see more from them, but they're tremendous here as well.
Big release here. Another Maloney, great job. Back salto to the low bar. So far, so good. Lily is such a smooth bar swinger. She's aggressive in her cast handstands right here. Holds the handstand, no errors. Double layout dismount. Wow.
She did that routine last week at Florida in the leadoff spot, Bridget, and got a 9.85, which I asked her about earlier today. What'd you think about that? She goes, I don't know. It was just the best routine I ever did. This one is equally as good.
This is textbook. You see the athletes have a 10-degree window. No need to even mention that. Sticks that dismount cold. I think that was her best routine she's done this season.
KJ Kindler loves it, and why not? What a way to start. This is an interesting vault, Bridget. You and I both know how huge this vault can go. She is one of the most powerful vaulters in the country, but controlling the landing is a big deal for her. If she can do that here, this is as good a vault as you'll see.
Kalia's going to do a Yurchenko 1.5 twist. Wow.
That was great.
John, I saw her do that in warm-up, and she flew when she landed, but that was incredible. And what made it so good was the fact that her arms come out wide so soon to help, like you mentioned, control that power. And look how far she goes. Not only is she high, but she travels. And those arms, I mean, I never made it that far.
And she's really got to bail out of that earlier than any of the other athletes. She's got to. That was outstanding. Addison Beta, #2 in the nation in the all-around. Here she is on bars for Oklahoma.
Beautiful combination. That was a church to a pack. Another stuck landing for Oklahoma. John, that was good. And this right here, this is a church, very difficult, and connects it right to her pack. Has to control her power, and
that was tremendous.
Yeah.
That release combination into the release to the low bar, so tough, made it look as good as I really ever seen her do it. And right before, So 9.825 for Mari Drayton. Not bad, but here is the hammer. She is in the anchor. Kaylin Chio has stuck 4 or 5 of these in a row. I'm losing count. But here's her scores this season, building the whole year and culminating with a pair of 9.975s. Everybody wondering, the next time she sticks, will that be the 10? One thing you know, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and also Kaylin Chio sticks vault. There it is!
Oh!
Will this be the 10 this time? It might not be, but you're not going to see a better Yurchenko 1.5 than what Kaylin Chio does every week. The hammer delivers again.
John, that is 6 in a row. So difficult to do this vault alone. Stick it. Look how high she is.
The height is there. The form is there.
Form is great. Opens up her, I don't know how she does it, but man, keep it up.
Kaylin Chio, or Kalia Lincoln rather, 9.95 in the 4 spot. Now the scores dipped a little bit. You like to see scores build. She got the 10. It is a 10. She's smiling. Or is it a 9.975? We better wait a second because we've had some scoring issues, but I think this one's going to stick.
Wow. And look at her.
Wow.
One thing that makes Kaylin is she's already getting ready for bars.
Jay Clark talks about how she's come into the season with so much more confidence as well, and it certainly showed with that floor routine. Now back over to balance beam. Elle Miller follows Lily Peterson's 9.9. 2 scores for Oklahoma of 9.9 or better. 2 below a 9.9. They had all 9.9 pluses a week ago at Florida. Aggressive.
Elle is an athlete that not only is she aggressive, but she's very sharp with her movements. She is a fierce competitor. That's the routine they needed. Sticks that dismount. And this acro handspring layout step out. Watch her so sharp to get those arms back in her finish. And a round off 1.5 finds the landing.
I tell you what, the crowd is feeling it here in the Lloyd Noble Center. Big crowd. And they are loving the #1 team in the country, the home team. Kaylin Chio out of bounds. That was so razor thin, but nicely done for Fade. And now Kaylin Chio following a 9.925 from Kalia Lincoln, the biggest score of the rotation for LSU.
Acro series there, handspring layout, step out. We see a lot of those acro series. There can be such a variety, but the one thing that I think LSU maximizes is what these athletes can do best. Not changing who they are.
A 9.825 or better for Kaylin Chio right here. She will get the all-around title. You know the team title is the one she covets most. But man, she has been dominant this season in the all-around. Put up the 2nd highest all-around in LSU history last week. And currently ranked #3 in the nation. On fire this season. I mean, she is unreal. My 8-year-old looks under the bed for the boogeyman, Bridget. The boogeyman looks under the bed for Kaylin Chio. She is fierce, and she has been something this season.
She's an athlete that I just love to see. She just improves every single meet. I mean, that is textbook. That is exactly where the judges are looking for that leap to be incredible.
Can I get a celebration from you?
What do you want? Oh, you want a little stanky leg right now?
I don't know what I want.
How about let me do it?
Can you give me a sexy leg? Give me a sexy leg.
I don't know how to do that. I can't do that.